The verb to be in English means to exist, to occur, or to have the characteristics of something. It is the most common English verb because of its additional use in grammar. To be verbs can be auxiliary verbs that create other tenses or linking verbs that describe the subject of a sentence. To be is an irregular verb that doesn't follow the conjugation pattern of regular verbs. When conjugated in different tenses, it's written differently in many verb tenses. Be in itself is an infinitive, but in other tenses, it's modified irregularly. Also, it's important to note that the verb to be has contractions, which is a way to combine two words, mainly a pronoun and a verb, to make them shorter, making a better conversational tone and sentence flow. In the present simple tense, the conjugations will look like this. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, and they are. With contractions, to be will look and sound like this. You're, he's, she's, it's, we're, and they're. As I said in the beginning, to be means to exist, occur, or have the characteristics of something. With these conjugations, we can have examples like I am here, you are there, he is tall, she is happy, it is tomorrow, we are young, and they are quiet. With contractions, they will be I'm here, you're there, he's tall, she's happy, it's tomorrow, we're young, and they're quiet. Comfortably, it is not too difficult to understand. To be is also used in the past simple tense. Even though the past is a separate topic that needs a different explanation in a future video, it is still worthy of mention in this video, just a bit. In the past simple tense, the conjugations will look like this. I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, and they were. In this case, contractions will not work because it would be impossible to tell the difference between present and past contractions. Therefore, English doesn't allow it. Anyhow, in the past simple tense, to be refers to actions that existed, occurred, and characteristics of something in the past. Most importantly, the present and past simple tenses of to be are also used as auxiliary verbs to create the present and past progressives which show ongoing and continuous actions. Even though it's another topic for the next video, mentioning it will not hurt anybody. In any progressive tense, to be is still conjugated to match the subject, but the main verb of the sentence will come after a conjugated to be and will always be in a continuous motion, regardless of the subject. To form the progressive in any tense, we take any subject plus a conjugated verb to be that will match the subject plus a participle, also known as a gerund. A participle is used as an adjective that describes the action that is currently taking place in the progressive tense. For most verbs, we take an infinitive and add the letters ing to the end. There are special spelling rules, but this is a topic for the next video. Back in the progressive, we take a subject plus a conjugated verb to be plus a participle or a gerund. Using every subject and conjugation, we can make sentences that express actions that take place at the moment. For example, here are sentences in the present progressive with present participles. I am going, you are speaking, he, she, it is looking, we are eating, and they are talking. Now with contractions. I'm going, you're speaking, he's looking, she's looking, it's looking, we're eating, and they're talking. Simultaneously, all of these actions can be expressed in the past progressive with past participles that will be the same, so the only thing that changes is the conjugation of to be. Ultimately, the actions occurred in the past. I was going, you were speaking, he was looking, she was looking, it was looking, we were eating, and they were talking. Continuously, to be also works in future tenses and with modal verbs. Again, being topics for future videos, covering them just a bit won't hurt anybody. The future tenses do not conjugate to be like the present and past. The future simple tense will use the modal verb will, and all modal verbs use the infinitive be, regardless of the subject. A very simple example of that is I will eat, you will eat, he, she, it will eat, we will eat, and they will eat. Likewise, will has contractions. I'll eat, you'll eat, he'll eat, she'll eat, it'll eat, we'll eat, and they'll eat. In the future simple, the infinitive of be can be used with will. I will be there. You will be there. He, she, it will be there. We will be there. And they will be there. With contractions, it will look like this. Moreover, the infinitive of be can be with all modal verbs, like can, should, might, and must. We simply add be after the modal verb, like I can be healthy, you must be tired, he, she, it should be there, we might be sad, and they can be happy. Alongside, the verb to be can directly be used as a participle with ing. In this case, to be will be used twice. First, as an auxiliary verb, and second, as a participle. This can work in past, present, and future tenses, but it's very important to not get them mixed. Some examples can be, I am being honest, you were being rude, he, she was being impatient, we are being careful, and they will be hungry. For a better sentence flow, we can add contractions to some of them. The last category of to be is the past participle. Yet again, being a topic for a future video, I'll mention it just a bit. English has perfect tenses that use a conjugated form of the auxiliary verb to have, with the past participle of the main verb afterward. The past participle of to be is been, and it's used if to be is the main verb in a perfect tense. While the present perfect tense uses have or has, the past perfect tense uses had. To form the past participle, we take a subject plus a conjugated have plus the past participle been. Some examples can be, I have been tired, you have been to Paris, it has been a long day, we had been quiet, and they had been loud. At this point, the phrases with conjugations and tenses get very complicated, so I will stop here, but will continue the topic in future videos. Overall, this is how the verb to be works in English, yet there is additional information about to be that is useful to know, which would make future concepts simpler to understand. For instance, to be follows its own rules for questions, known as interrogative sentences. While other verbs use the auxiliary verb do for yes or no questions, to be does not. However, to be still comes before the subject in yes or no questions, even when used as an auxiliary verb. Some examples can be, am I being quiet? Yes, I am being quiet. Are you going? Yes, you are going. Was he there? Yes, he was there. Is that okay? Yes, that is okay. Were we in danger? Yes, we were in danger. Are they studying? Yes, they are studying. Other examples are, am I tall? Yes, I am tall. Are you eating? Yes, you are eating. Was it the best night? Yes, it was the best night. Can we be wrong? Yes, we can be wrong. Should they be safe? Yes, they should be safe.